boys are betting town. The boys are betting town. Said the boys are betting town. The boys are betting town. I am Young Mantis, the host of That Boy Bents. We got Colin, the Siberian Husky, the big dog, right below me via YouTube. And today we are welcomed by NHL goalie, good friend of mine, Scott Darling. Scott, what's popping?
Not much, man. Good to see you. It's been a minute.
It's been a fat minute, as they say. 2 years.
I feel like since Scott's on, we gotta. I can't claim Siberian Husky. Scott's a pretty large man.
Oh, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3", but you're like 6'6", 6'5"?
Yeah, I'm 6'6", so I got you by a little bit there.
I gotta relinquish the title. That's okay though. I don't
for
really
right
like
now.
Anyways. Yeah.
We got 3 big dogs in this chat. Who would have thought?
Yeah, look at you. You're beefcake now.
Dude, I've been on the D1 workouts. Beefcake.
Dude, you've been lifting more weight than me, man. It's fucking making me look bad.
When's the last time you worked out?
2 days ago. But
oh, shit.
No, man, I've been seeing the videos. You're throwing it around.
Hell yeah, man. I lifted 100 pounds for the first time a few months ago, I believe. October, November.
Since you got back from New York, you've put on 45 pounds, 35, 45 pounds?
I think 30. Yeah.
30.
Yeah, that's dude. What I'm saying. Beefcake.
Yeah.
The beefcake. Yeah, bro. Being in New York, I was honestly taking the trainer bus. So I'm walking everywhere. I wasn't really eating that much. So, I mean, I've always been skinny, but now here, quarantine, there ain't nothing else to do. So I was beefed up.
Yeah, it's a lot better thing to do during quarantine than most people, just shocking weights.
Chucking weights and playing Warzone. That's all there is
there
to
you
it.
go.
So Scott, he played for a lot of teams, man. I got the list. I mean, you've named the team he's pretty much played for in all the leagues. Played for the Blackhawks.
I don't know. We have enough time for that list. About 19 pro teams, I think. The notable ones, though, Blackhawks are games.
You name the team. Scott's been a goalie for them. But Scott and I, we met through Dante the Don 2 years ago at Lollapalooza when things were still intact. We had a little section at, is it Tao?
Tao. Yeah, we went to Lollapalooza, and then was it Chance the Rapper was gonna sing that night, and so Dante hooked us up, and we all went to see Chance, and then he never really ended up doing anything.
That's all
it was a fun night though.
They just show up, did $100,000 and sing one song.
Yeah, but it was fun. That was a fun night. Eddie was there. Good times.
Dude, Eddie. What I love about Eddie, when he sat in his little booth, he didn't knock you out the rest of the night. He sat there for 4 hours just chilling, living his life. It was amazing. Yeah. When you went there, do you get free access for being a Stanley Cup champion? Do you have to pay for your ticket?
I mean, kind of got hooked up, whatever. Yeah, we did. It was so funny because my wife and I, we'd been gone for a month. We were in Asia, did China, Japan, South Korea, and flew right when we got back while Palooza started. And we were so gassed, but somehow we did 4 straight days. And after that weekend, I slept a week.
Rolled in from Asia and then partied for 4 straight.
Oh yeah, absolute and that's the first time I ever went. Starts going at 10 a.m., goes till 11 or 12, whatever it is. But it's just the 4 longest days. We just absolutely battled to see all the bands we wanted to see, whatever it was, and then we were toast after that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was my first time. I'm from here. I grew up here, but I'm always gone. I always have hockey or something somewhere, and that was the first time I ever went.
It was my first time too. And I was a 22-year-old fresh beefcake, or I say light cake, out of college, and I saw little kids walk around with candy bags and found out there was cocaine and Molly. So I was like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool.
Oh, is that what you found?
I thought it was candy at first. I'll take one. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, dude, are those crushed Smarties?
Yeah, seriously. It was so funny. It's straight up high school kids there, raving. And I'm I'm in my 30s, man. I was I'm a one and done. I went, I did it, I'm done.
They're all wearing their fucking old throwback basketball jerseys. Scott's played for a lot of teams. He's kind of just chilling right now, but I think one of his coolest accomplishments, besides being a Stanley Cup champion, not to brag again, but you got 2 big dogs, Moose and Gary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a crazy dog dad. I love my Great Danes. We got Moose. Perfect right now. You can probably hear him. That's Moose. That's the big boy. He's patrolling the neighborhood right now. We live on a corner, so he loves just being in the window, and he's the sweetest dog ever. But if dogs walk by, he goes nuts, and so people think we have the best guard dogs ever, but they're both sweethearts. So he's 2.5, and then just 50% of the world, we got a quarantine puppy. We got another Great Dane. Gary is about 8 or 9 months old. Moose is like 185 pounds. Gary's like 130-ish, but Gary's going to be huge. Like he's a chunk, man. He's so thick. Like Moose is tall and lean, but Gary's like a little cow.
Damn, I got like 20 pounds on Gary. Not to flex.
Yeah, for now. Maybe in 2 weeks, they'll probably have you beat, man. They grow so fast.
I was going to say, we need to set up a date where we have Austin, we toss Austin a steak and sit him in front of us, sit Gary in front of him, and
see if he can outrun. See if he can outrun the boys.
Oh god, I see this bent ass human just wobbling for as fast as he can, then Gary's taking off with a rocket.
Let's see how beefed up you really are.
Yeah, we'll get that 40-yard dash down real quick.
I noticed you were born. I have a trivia question actually for Austin, so don't answer this, Scott, because I feel like you probably know it. So you were born in Newport News, is that correct?
Yeah, my dad was in the military.
Right?
That's where I was born. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Do you know who else was born there and grew up there?
Think about the dog reference.
Snoop Dogg.
No.
You said dog.
Austin.
I said think about the dog reference. You'll get it once.
Wait. Newport where?
I just found this out recently.
He had an affiliation with dogs.
Oh, Michael Vick.
Yeah, not a dog.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I saw it on Wikipedia and on Austin's notes.
Someone brought that up, and I was like,
"Hey, two hometown heroes putting on for the world."
Hometown heroes, yeah, dude. Great affiliation for me and Michael Vick.
Yeah, I should have hit Michael for a reference. Hey, should I get a Great Dane? Should I get a pit bull?
You actually grew up in around Chicago, right?
Yeah. When I was young, my dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot. So like I was born there, but I didn't live there long, like 6 months, I think, when I was a baby. But my like home base is just outside Chicago. It's where I like grew up. Huge Chicago sports fan. Love the Bears. I know you guys just got Carson Wentz. Thank God we didn't get him. I didn't want him. Chicago didn't want him. So happy Indy took him, and we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Cubs fan. I root for the Bulls.
I was curious, man, because I knew you'd either be Cubs or Sox, and I'm glad you went with the North side.
Yeah, my family, like I grew up on the South side, but my parents are from the North side, so I was like born into a Cubs family. So happy to be a Cubs fan. Love going to Wrigley. Miss going to Wrigley. In the summer, it's the best.
Yes, sir. Did they ever have you throw out first pitch?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I was wondering if they had you. That's pretty sick.
I did it, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago. And I was all cocky, like, because I played baseball up until college. I was like, I'm just going to throw one, like, fastball down the middle. And then I got out there and I pushed out and just like lobbed a strike in there.
At least you didn't try to gun one and like take out a cameraman or something, just like smoke a bystander.
Yeah, I know, that would have been great, but I was like in my head until I like stepped over the chalk. I was like, I'm gonna try out for the Cubs right now. Like I'm gonna try and hit like high 80s and just smoke one. And then I got out there and just pitched out and just lobbed it in. So I just lobbed it in, and it was fine. It was fun. Like I said, a huge Cubs fan and had my family out on the field, and so it was a cool experience. Like I cowered it out on singing the 7th inning stretch, though. I'm not singing in front of people. No chance.
You played with the ice? That was the fuel, right?
Same the thing, ice were there. It's different. The ice is junior. So I played there when it'd be 06, 07, when I was 19. And then a couple years later, now the Hawks affiliate, the Indy Fuel, moved in there. So the ice are gone. But that, like, the Fuel or pro team, the ice were like, where you play before you go to college, basically. Okay. Yeah, but I loved it. I loved Indy. Had a great time there, like lifelong friends, and it was a cool place to play.
There's nothing like Carmel, Indiana. There's nothing like.
Oh yeah, Carmel, not a bad place to be.
I'll say it for you, man. You're married, home of the MILFs. My God,
a lot of stay-at-home wives.
It is. I used to work at Sporting Goods at the Carmel Clay Terrace, so they would always come in when their kids were at school, and it was an honor to be a cashier. Is an honor. Nothing else to it.
Not a bad gig, man.
Did they ever come in pissed off, like extremely just angry?
It was always the older women that were pissed off for no reason, or it was the men, because it was always, excuse me, I want to return this T-shirt. Oh, do you have a receipt? Yeah. No. Why would I? Yeah, my bad, girl. Why would you? I'm an idiot. I won't work here. Like fucking, but they're so hot. It's like keep throwing it at me.
Yeah, whatever you want, you can have it. I don't care.
Keep the fire coming.
Is this her place?
Yeah, it's the place.
You shave your pubes?
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. You shave your pubes?
Shoot, no, I didn't. You know what? Just take me home. I don't want her to see my rookie.
I am not dropping you off this beautiful Latina princess with dirty pubes.
You can't just like rip my pubes off. Yo, Dad.
Well, you're lucky. I always stay strapped to my keister.
What's that?
Oh, it's a Manscaped lawnmower 3.0. Yeah, lifesaver.
How am I gonna shave it? I can't just like go into like her house and ask her.
We got 4 extra seats. Pick one.
Like shave like right here.
Yeah, right here.
She's right there.
She'll wait 5. No PTs.
Oh. Yeah. 1 second.
To the left a little bit.
Dad!
Hey.
Hey, Bobby. Is that a trimmer or are you happy to see me?
Oh, it's a trimmer. Use code BENT for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Yeah, that's my boy. Now where the hell's my chapstick? Oh, this motherfucker. Oh. Yeah, there we go. All square.
I have a couple hockey questions I've got to ask. A couple weeks ago, went to my first ever hockey game. I went to a field game. Where's the line between when you're playing of like, all right, that's just playing hockey versus like, all right, we're fighting, dropping the glove?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the game. Like a clean hit's cool, but like, blindside somebody or like throws an elbow up towards the head, it's like, if your guy gets taken out like in a illegal check or an ugly check, it's like usually someone's stepping in to fight him. It's just kind of part of the game. Like you got to stand up for your teammate kind of thing. And fighting in hockey usually isn't that personal. You just do it and like you're fine afterwards. But it's just always been a part of the game. I mean, it's kind of like slowly phasing out, but it's still there. Like if somebody takes like an ugly run at your teammate, like you got to like answer the bell, like someone's coming after you,
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Cause we obviously like, I feel like a lot of people go for the physicality, at least. They're like, leading up to the night of going to the game, all my friends were like, yeah, man, you're going to love it. It's like UFC on skates.
Yeah. I mean, especially in the minors, there's a lot more fighting in the minors, like the NHL. But in the coast, yeah, you're definitely going to see maybe 1 to 3 fights a night, usually. If you keep your shoulder down and like hit the guy like square in the body and light his ass up, like that's cool. Like that's fine. But if you like, lunge up and kind of like jump up towards the head and just like rock somebody, it's like, A, that's not legal, but B, that's when it's like, okay, we got to go get that guy, or like you're gonna have to pay for that kind of thing. And in hockey, it's like, it's fine, you can fight, it's legal, you take your 5 minutes and like that's it. And it's luckily been a part of the game for a long time.
So you said you played baseball. I played baseball. I've always said hitting a 90-mile-an-hour fastball is very difficult. 90 plus, whatever. I can't imagine you're a goalie trying to catch a puck. I don't understand how I can't even like when I'm watching the game on TV, I can't even follow the puck, let alone I can't imagine like because was it like over 100 miles an hour? Is that right?
Sometimes? I mean, it differs. Obviously, like hardest shot competition gets up to like 110, 115, but like you don't usually see that in a game. I'd say it's usually between like 80 and 100, if a guy gets a clean shot off. But I mean, if you can see it, like it's usually not a problem. But for goalies, the hard part is like there's a lot of traffic. There's guys skating through, taking, your vision away. And it's just more like the reactivity, like if a puck hits somebody and bounces somewhere where it's not supposed to be, and you're like down on one side, you have to get to the other side. That's like really the hard part about being a goalie. If you see the shot, like I've been playing goalie for 25 years now, so it's like if I see it, I'll make the save. But it's just all like the bounces and like the uncertainty stuff that makes it pretty challenging.
I heard a story of a guy that got hit in the neck. And,
it's the worst.
I felt a hockey puck and like that's gotta kill.
Man, I took like the shots in the Adam's apple are like the worst. I like took one in the throat, like I didn't see it, it just came through like a screen, and next thing I knew I like blacked out and like they had to like shoot a steroid in me so my throat didn't close, and like that's like the worst pain ever. It's like the throat and the balls, man. It's the worst.
Shit,
I hope I can have kids someday. Who knows?
Blocked out harder than Lollapalooza weekend 2019.
Yeah, I probably looked like you that weekend.
Oh, no, it wasn't me that. Fucking Make-A-Wish kid around.
That boy bent.
That boy's been bent.
Yeah, I would bet. I got bent after I got hit in the throat. I was done, man.
That boy got bent. And this goes to our segment called Mating with Mantis. Now, boys and girls, trying to tone it down here, go a little smoother. I always ask all my guests, it's a 24-year-old man with a beard, got some weight on, and still a great hairline. I asked my guests some advice on how to mate with women, how to get to the, the home plate instead of the first base. So whatever you got, how to score a goal in your terms.
Man, I mean, comedy is key. Make them laugh.
Oh, Scott.
It disarms them, dude. It disarms them. And then they're just like, they're in the palm of your hand.
Oh, Scott, I've been making women laugh for 20 years. This it doesn't get any easier, let me tell you.
Well, then just pay them. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
We've toggled with that option before. Vegas is definitely on the bucket list.
I've made girls laugh so hard. They FaceTime their boyfriends and tell them what I said.
Well, yeah. At this point, save up a couple bucks.
Las Vegas, baby. That'll be.
There you go.
I got a quick story you'll enjoy. So when we were living together in college, we had these girls come over from down the hall one time, and this one girl was she was pretty much all in. Like, she was ready to go on a date with Austin. Just to give you, it's like when a girl comes around, it's like they have an effect on him where he loses all his like ability to function. Like, he just
he clams up. I've seen it.
Yeah, well, you probably saw it at Lollapalooza, but so this girl, she's like all into him, basically like all he had to do was just set it up. Like, he had, basically he's breaking away on the ice, and you basically got Ben, and they're just ready to tap it in.
It's like 6 on 5, no goalie.
Yeah.
Extreme power play. And so the girl basically, like, he's getting this date set up or whatever, and she's like, they're talking about going to dinner, and she's like, yeah, like, where should we go or something? I don't know how it led up, and this guy tells her that he'll take her to Subway, and I said I'll take you to a place where they make the food right in front of you. She's like, oh, where? I'm like, Subway, baby.
Yeah, she was thinking Benihana's.
I ain't paying no bitch Benihana's.
And that's the thing, like, this dude could have just taken her to a
Chick-fil-A,
something with some class.
Subway is a top choice.
I just at that point, that was the day. From that day forward, I knew it was just some things just aren't meant to be.
You buy her a 6-inch and you give her a 3-inch right after.
Man, 2 for $20 at Applebee's when you're in college. Come on, you gotta know.
That was the old skinny mantis. This is a new one right here.
You got a little confidence in you now. Like, maybe you will go to Chili's next time. Who knows?
Chili's.
God.
You'll splurge a little bit on the DoorDash salary.
Yeah.
There you go.
I might just DoorDash her a meal and say, hey, eat it.
Oh, I know. I've seen those deadlifts, man. They better watch out.
Can you lift 100 by chance?
Lift what?
100? 100?
Do you want me to say no?
Preferably. For our female audience.
I can't. I got the size on you though, man. It's not fair. I'm 6'6", 235, like, come on.
I bet you can't do it with one arm. So, oh no,
I can do
it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course can.
Bro, I bet Gary can lift more than you.
Gary and
I deadlift Gary every day. He's 130 pounds.
That's your warm up right there. Do you have any like hockey slang you can teach us? We got a few Indiana slang.
I mean, chirping's a big one. Like, that means talking shit.
Yeah.
I love calling people pigeons. That means like you're a pidge, you're a pigeon. That's one of my favorites. That'll like never die. Schmelt, like rookie Schmelt. There's so much, man. Like, I mean, we could be here for hours going through like hockey slang. Like, there's so much, like, these young Canadian kids that like talk like that, like nonstop, even outside of the rink. There's a million like slang words in hockey, but my favorite's probably pigeon.
Every time I eat food, my friends call me a pigeon. I eat very slow though, and I just nibble. Like, I'm still eating this banana from like, I don't know, like an hour.
Dude, come on, bro. That thing is disgusting.
What? Do pigeons eat slow?
They just eat like this very small increments of bites. I'm a young pigeon god. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a pidge.
I'm a pidge, loud and proud.
I'm about to just start calling him Pidge for fun. I don't even know. Still don't even really know what it means, but I'm just gonna call him
pigeon bent.
Yeah, just like, I don't know. It means like you're a nobody. You're a, whatever. You're a pitch. I don't know. Just like.
Oh, perfect.
I sort of say that in Call of Duty lobbies. You're a pidge. Right after I murk them. Our last question we always ask our guests too is the hardest question. What does bent mean to you?
Bent. mean, honestly, this isn't like the answer you're gonna want to hear, but when I hear bent, I think of like fender bender, like your bumper of your car being like bent or something. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Hell yeah. No, that's hey, you know, we always ask, I'm always thinking like a motivational answer, but that's like a straightforward, like that's what bent means.
What's your favorite answer so far?
Oh man, it's been a lot. We've had Nick, Noah say that like bent's like you're getting fucked up at the bars. We had people say it's like overcoming obstacles with God or whoever gave you, and then we got fender benders.
So,
those are all correct answers.
It couldn't be more biblical or inspiring.
There's no wrong answers when you're bent. That's the thing. No wrong answers.
As I said, there's no wrong answer.
No.
I'm just waiting for the day. Somebody just looks them in the eyes, just straight face, cold. They're just like, honestly, it just means fucked up. Like, I'm just waiting for that. I can't wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep waiting.
I know. I'm gonna have to like hit up a guest beforehand and like plan it out. Just have somebody just like lay it out there. But no, we've gotten a wide range of answers for sure.
Oh yeah, bro. Well, we appreciate you hopping on the show.
It's good to see you guys. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Scott. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, of course.
All right, bro. Stay bent.
All right, fellas. I'll talk to you.
Take it easy, man. All right.
See ya.
Hey, is that boy bent?